Welcome, Walter Stringer. How you doing, man?
Great, Jerry. Let's get this going, man.
What do we got, man?
Very, very interesting game we got tonight.
We got the Patriots at the Rams, man. Right now, the
Yes.
Patriots are sitting 6-6. They're third in the AFC East division. You got the
Yep.
Rams. You got the Rams tied for first right now. They're 8-4. They're tied with the Seahawks. It's very interesting when you look at the two teams. I mean, when you're looking at the Rams, when they play home, the record right now is 4-1. When you look at the Patriots, when they play away, they're 2-4. Right, so it's kind of crazy. The season has been crazy. I think that the Patriots have maintained a great way of how to stay in the news, so to say. But let's get right into it, man. I mean, what storylines do you have coming into this game?
Well, for me right now, it's Jared Goff. The first thing I think about is Goff in the sense that in two career games against the Patriots, he's 0-2, of course, but he's led the Rams to a total of 13 points in two games against Bill Belichick. He's
Wow.
completed under 50% of his passes, and he's got a quarterback rating of around 47. So that right there alone should let you know how much he struggles. And I really don't think it's that big of an indictment on Goff because we saw last week with Justin Herbert with the Chargers. Young quarterbacks struggle
They do.
against Bill Belichick. So I'm very interested to see if Jared Goff has taken that next step. Has he figured things out, and can he crack Bill Belichick? Or is it going to be another awful game where he looks like he's just a guy that's being carried by the system?
Oh man, that is some good that is some good research in there, Walter. Kendo, welcome to the show. so
Yes, yes.
I don't know if you got the intro, but yeah, I mean you got your Patriots are they're third in the division. They're 6-6. You got the Buffalo Bills sitting at 9-3 at first. The Dolphins are right behind them, 8-4. Right now, you got the Patriots 6-6. I mean, are they completely out of the playoff mix?
They're not out of it, but they're on life support. So I mean, they're on life. So they got to win tonight. I mean, it's a big game, and I think they got Buffalo next, then Miami, then they got the Jets. So it's a must win tonight. I mean, you can call it a Super Bowl revenge game for the Rams because the Rams they want to get this win against the Patriots, but the Patriots they got to have this game. So Cooper Kupp didn't play last time they played in the Super Bowl. He didn't play, so that's an interesting point for that night's game. I think the Patriots are going to win. We'll pick the game in a little bit, but it's going to be a good game. I want to see can the Patriots get the passing game going. Can Nikhil Harry make a few plays? Jacoby Myers. So we see how it goes tonight.
Hey, but that was gonna actually be but the actual storyline, right? Was this is like a 2 years ago they played in the Super Bowl, right? And the Patriots
Right.
completely they made the Rams look like they didn't belong in the Super Bowl. Uh, well, let now that that Kendall broke the ice for us, what do you think? I mean, do you think that the Rams have learned anything from that Super Bowl loss, especially coming towards the Patriots? I know you mentioned about the actual QBR and what the Patriots can do against younger quarterbacks. But do you think that Sean McVay, right? I mean, because everybody's been praising this head coach from the Rams for a while. Do you think that he's made the proper adjustments to help them pull this win out and get further ahead in the NFC West division?
Yeah, I think McVay is one of the best young coaches in the league, top three, top five, in my estimation. I think he's done everything he possibly can so far. I think the Rams run the football well enough. They've patched up that offensive line well enough so far to the point that they're winnable with. The defense is stout and solid. Everything just comes right back to Jared Goff consistently. And it's interesting because the guy who went directly after him in that draft a few years ago just lost his job, maybe for the long run, through being inept. Now, Goff has been nowhere near as bad as Carson Wentz has been the last couple seasons, mainly this season. But Goff has, in my estimation, has not done enough to get that team over the hump. I think that team would be a lot further along right now if they had better production from the quarterback area.
Are you saying he's not worth 32 million a year?
Not at all. He's not at all. The
Kendall.
thing is this, Jerry. I think the Rams can win with Jared Goff. It just depends on who their matchups are. And that's like even outside of this season. I think even moving forward, Jared's a guy who can get you he can get you there as long as he doesn't have certain type of competition. I think when teams are able to pull him out of that system and try to make him be the guy and make him be something that he's not, that's when Jared starts to struggle.
I think you're right on that one. Hey, but let me ask Kendall real quick. Kendall, what was some? Look at that. You got Tevin. What's up, Tevin? Pats all day. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that in just a few. Kendall, real quick. What was the Patriots look like a different team last week? I mean, what was it? What was it that helped them? What did you notice them doing differently than in the previous games?
I think the younger players on defense they're starting to make some plays. You know, you got Anthony Jennings, the outside linebacker. Josh Uche is playing. Cal Duggar, he's playing Chase Winovich. I mean, they got some of the younger players are playing good. And I think it's time we need to give J.C. Jackson a little more credit. He's been playing some good ball the whole season. He's been a Pro Bowl. I mean, when you talk about the Patriots, you know they don't have a lot of big name players, but this year a lot of players have really stepped up for us. So I think last week it was the defense and with the special teams. That's what because the offense did do. I mean, we ran the ball well and we scored a couple of touchdowns, but it was the defense and the special teams last week.
Do you go ahead?
I got a quick question for Kendall. If Bill Belichick manages to get this team to the playoffs this season, in your estimation, is this maybe his most impressive coaching job, considering the fact that he's had to teach a lot this season as well?
2 words.
With a lot of young players.
No doubt. This is the best. This is the best job this year. No doubt. With this team that he has with no talent, no doubt this has to be the best job.
Well, I think it's not even necessarily the no talent. I think Duggar's a good young player. I think it took Anthony Jennings and Okwa from Michigan. Sometimes it just takes those younger players a good 7, 8, 9 games before they can really get going. You know, a lot of these guys are used to only playing 8, 9 games, maybe 10 games a season in college. But and you got to realize too, I don't care how bad the talent level may be on a Bill Belichick team, it's still a Bill Belichick coach team, and it's still December.
That's true.
So completely agree.
I will let's go ahead and just jump into it then. Okay, so today's game. I mean, who wants to start it off? Who's gonna go ahead and make their prediction for who takes today's game?
I go ahead and start.
I'm taking New England.
All right. You're taking New England. All right, Kendo.
Patriots. I'm giving a 23-20. Last second field goal.
You know what? I'm gonna take the odds here. Like I said, when you look at the two, when the Rams play at home, they are 4-1 this season. When the Patriots play away, they're 2-4. So give me the Rams in an upset today. Anybody else want to make any bold or any kind of other predictions before we sign off for the day?
N'Keal Harry scores a touchdown for the second week in a row.
Oh man, you've been hard on that kid, man.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Cam going to be the quarterback next year?
Is Cam going to be the quarterback? Yeah.
For the Patriots next year?
Yeah. He gives them the best option. Unless something opens up in the trade market, you know, maybe a Wentz Kendall. I don't know.
Ooh, man. He's still young. But
I definitely believe Cam will be the starter next season. At least next season.
It's hard, right? Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, right? Well, thank you all for joining in. It's been fun. Definitely keep in tune. I know we have the last call. They're all SEC coverage. They do their podcasts available here on this channel. They do a tremendous job, especially for the college sports. And I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of interesting storylines, especially even though they talk SEC. I'm pretty sure they're going to talk about the Big Ten situation. Then you also on Saturday you had the In the Huddle with Hayden. That's also a big time college overall show. And then you also have Sunday kickoffs with Hugh Jackson also on Sunday. Cam rushes for a TD and throws a TD. There you go. Somebody talks with some conviction.
Okay, Edwin.
That was Edwin, your buddy there. But thank you all so much for tuning in, and until Sunday, right? Because you'll see us on